Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode from KHC TV where we are kingdom expanding, heart transforming, and culture shaping. We're so happy that you are joining us for another fun Friday. So before we get too far into our day, let's stand up and do some worship time with Robin.
On the nights when the dark lasts a little bit longer, when the wind and the storm is a little bit stronger, when the fear in my heart digs a little bit deeper, and when my faith to stand gets a little bit weaker, where could I run to? Where could I go? Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me even then. When the days up ahead look a little bit brighter, but the grip of the past holds a little bit tighter, I'm reminded your grace never asked for perfection. Oh, I'm restored 'cause I'm yours and I stand forgiven. Yeah. Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me even then. And even in the middle of the struggle, and even when it's hard to remember, you alone are my defense when I'm standing on your promises. And I know that even in the thick of the battle, and even through the valley of the shadows, you alone are my defense when I'm standing on your promises. So where could I run to? Where could I go? Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me even then. You're with me, yeah. No matter how it ends, you're with me even then.
Hey everybody, that was such a great job worshiping with Miss Robin. Now I know you're probably wondering, where's Miss Amy? But I'm here because I have something special for you today. It has something to do with the table I'm sitting on, and one of our favorite loved leaders, Mr. Matt, is here to share with you a little bit more about our Bible story and what he's been up to during this time together. Let's go check it out.
Hey FBCW kids, it's Mr. Matt. I don't know about you all, but over these past few months of quarantine, I have experimented with a few DIY projects. I've been hanging new lights in my house, I've been putting up new doors, helping replace pieces of decks, but more importantly, I've been building this amazing table right here. You see this bad boy? See, I've spent so much time building this table, I can't wait to get it in and start using it. But you know what? I went ahead and started moving it, and then my friend John came over. See, this table is a little bit big and I couldn't carry it myself, so I asked for some help. I thought we could just push it right in the door, but no. He suggested we turn it on its side, and in the process, we broke the leg. This was supposed to be my sweet coffee table. You know, the one I use when I'm playing sweet video games. Now, it can't even hold my soda, popcorn, or even this remote. So yeah, doesn't look like I'll be hanging with him for a while. But I can't leave the table like this. I need to fix it. So I'm off to go fix my table. That wasn't too bad, was it? Well, the weather's amazing right now, so I probably shouldn't play video games. I need to go outside and play a little basketball. But wait, I normally play with John and dominate John.
QCD gon' burn it up. Come on, y'all, get on the floor. So hey, let's go.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Come on, it's time to get hype. Say who? Come on, all the fellas saying who? Come on, one time for the ladies saying who? Now, all the fellas saying who? There it is, Ron. Come on and run, baby, run. Come on, do it, run, baby, run. Yeah, you wanna hoop, so shoot, baby, shoot. It's time to hoop, so shoot, baby, shoot, baby. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen today. Maybe I'm the one missing out.
It's time for a Bible story. The story of Joseph, part 4.
Wait, this is the last part of the story of Joseph, huh?
Sure is.
Man, this story got way crazier than I expected.
That's true. Joseph did go through a lot, but remember, through it all, in every bad situation, God still had big plans for his life.
No kidding, God's plan really was big. He was sold into slavery by his brothers, then he was lied about and thrown in jail. Now he's pretty much running the entire country of Egypt.
Totally. After Joseph interpreted the Pharaoh's dream, the Pharaoh made him second in command and put him in charge of preparing for the coming famine.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about the whole famine thing. Bummer.
But before the famine, there were 7 years of plenty, just like Joseph said there would be when he interpreted Pharaoh's dream. Joseph organized a system for all of the excess food to be stored in warehouses for the coming famine.
Dude, that would be awesome. An entire warehouse full of food? I would totally sneak in at night and Scrooge McDuck that bad boy.
Well, it wasn't for eating then, it was for saving. That's the whole point. Just like Joseph said, after the 7 years of plenty, there was 7 years of famine. All of the crops dried up, and nothing would grow. There was no food anywhere. Not just in Egypt, but for miles and miles all around.
Oh no, what are they gonna do? If the people don't have any food, they're gonna starve, man! They're gonna starve!
I know, that's why Joseph stored up all the food, remember?
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Joseph set up a system for people to come and get rations of food to eat so they could make the food last for all 7 years.
Man, Joseph is so smart. If I was as smart as Joseph, I would totally be an inventor and invent something awesome. Like a machine that takes bread and heats it up on the sides, you know? Oh, and you could put a timer on it or something.
You mean a toaster?
Hey, that's a great name for my invention. I'm totally gonna use that.
Well, Joseph was very smart, so God set him up to help tons and tons of people survive this famine that otherwise probably would have died.
Man, that is so cool. Joseph is like a superhero, except he saves people with food. He's like a food-per-hero.
It's definitely not a word, but millions of people from all over Egypt and the surrounding area would come and get portions of grain to take home. And one day, some people showed up to get some food that Joseph never expected to see.
The Power Rangers.
What?
Yeah, man. They gotta eat too. Gotta keep their energy up for all that morphine.
No, not the Power Rangers. It was his brothers.
What? His brothers are the Power Rangers?
What? No, his actual brothers.
Oh, like his brothers? Like the dudes that threw him in a pit and sold him off into slavery? How dare they even show their faces around here? What happened when they saw Joseph?
Actually, nothing happened. It had been so long since they got rid of Joseph that they totally forgot what he even looked like. When they were next in line to get some food, they didn't recognize Joseph, but he sure recognized them. There he was, standing face to face with the people that caused him so much pain and hardship.
Oh man, and now he's like second in command over all of Egypt, dude. He's got so much power, he could totally get even with those jerks. What'd he do, huh? Throw him in jail? Tar and feather him? Make him eat bugs?
Nope, he didn't do anything.
Wait, what? This is your chance, dude. Come on, Joseph, get some sweet revenge. Get even, do something.
Well, he did do something, but it wasn't what you might expect. He gave them a test.
Ah, nice. He gave him some homework. Got some revenge after all, huh? Brutal.
No, not like that kind of test. Since they didn't know it was Joseph that they were talking to, he wanted to see if they had truly changed or were the same old jerks they used to be.
Ah, man, he's good.
Joseph questioned them about where they were from, what they were doing there, and even asked them if they had any other brothers. They told Joseph how they did have another brother, but he had been gone for a long time, and they felt terrible about what had happened to him.
So wait, they were sorry about what they did to Joseph?
Totally. In fact, while they were standing there talking to him, they were saying that they never should have harmed Joseph so long ago. Joseph saw that they were sorry for what they did, and he was filled with compassion for them. After a while, he couldn't hold it back anymore. He told them who he really was. He was Joseph, the brother that they got rid of so long ago.
Man, I bet that was the shock of a lifetime.
It sure was. His brothers couldn't believe their eyes. They were so happy to see that he was alive and doing so well. But their happiness quickly turned into fear, since they knew that Joseph could get even with them now.
And he totally did, right? He was all like, "You bunch of jerks, eat all these bugs!"
No, he didn't do that. He forgave them.
Wow, seriously?
Yep. Joseph knew that getting revenge on his brothers would ultimately hurt his family even more, and God gave him the power to forgive them. Even though his brothers totally hurt him and got him into all sorts of trouble, they apologized for what they had done, so Joseph chose to forgive them.
Man, that is incredible. Way to go, Joseph. Taking the high road. Nice.
And not only that, but he brought the rest of his family to Egypt, including his father Jacob, who is now a very old man. And he was so glad to see Joseph alive. It was like the ultimate family reunion.
Whoa, I get it now. All these big plans you kept talking about, it's all coming together. Even in the hard times, when everything seemed to be going wrong, God was still with Joseph and used his circumstances to take care of him and his whole family.
Exactly. The story of Joseph shows us that even in the hard times, God is still with us. And maybe most importantly of all, that being able to forgive, even when it's not easy, can make all of the difference.
That is awesome. But wait, since this is the last part of the story, there's no more to be continued, are there?
Nope, that's a wrap on old Joseph.
Ah, man, I was just starting to like those. Gonna miss those little guys.
Me too, pal. Me too. Well, the end.
You don't have to say it like that.
In today's story, we learn how Joseph displayed forgiveness. Joseph had a much bigger problem than I did. Would you agree? His brothers didn't just break a leg on the table, but rather they sold him into slavery, where he got thrown into prison for something he didn't even do, but yet he continued to trust God and now has used the gifts God has given him to then save his brothers. How crazy is that? Now, I can imagine that it was hard for Joseph to forgive. If I had a hard time forgiving John with this table, I can only imagine how hard it was for him to forgive his brothers. Now, some of you may be sitting there thinking, Mr. Matt, that's crazy. After all that happened to Joseph, why in the world would he forgive his brothers? I don't disagree with you, and that's a great question. But instead of me giving you my opinion, let's look to the Bible for our answer. In Ephesians 4:32, it says, "Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you." See, this is what God asks us to do, and more importantly, it's what God has done for us. You and I, we make mistakes all the time. We are all like Joseph's brothers, yet God, through his son, Jesus Christ, decided that we were worth it, that you and I matter. He sent his son to die on the cross so that you and I could be forgiven. Now that is great news. Hey friends, it's been a while since I've seen most of you, and I really hope you're doing well and staying safe. Don't forget to join us online this Sunday for Kids Time with Carrie, where Miss Carrie is going to continue to dive in and teach us from God's Word. I hope you had a great week. We're going to see you later, okay?
Get that out of here.
Come on!